Hi everyone, today I'm doing this really dramatic Christmas look. This is a look I would wear for Christmas, like a Christmas party or something. This is really dramatic though, so I mean, maybe use it for inspiration if you don't like to wear this dramatic of makeup. But I really enjoyed doing it. I had a lot of fun creating this look. Yeah, it's like a kind of like a soft cut crease. If I lift my eyelids you can see that, but just keep watching if you want to see how I did this. I'm going to start by priming with the Too Faced Hangover Prescription Primer, which is one of my favorites. I usually use 2 pumps of this and I get it all over my eyes, lips, everywhere. It smells so good. I want to do kind of a Christmassy, Christmas party kind of look. I'm thinking I'm going to do not a cut crease, but kind of an accentuated crease that wings out a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try. I haven't done anything like technically difficult in a really long time. So I'm gonna do my best. I feel like I can do it because I used to do things like this all the time, like all the time. But for now, I'm just gonna prime my eyes with Painterly. I like this filming setup because I feel like I'm getting really good light on me. I just want to make it a little prettier for you guys to look at. I put some cute pillows back there, but I'm kind of covering them, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this as easy for myself as possible. So I'm going to start by putting Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette. Sorry, that's hard to look at. This one's Tempera right here. And I think I'm going to put that all over my top and bottom lids. And then I think I'm going to take Golden Ochre, and I'm going to apply that to my crease just so that I have kind of a transition shade. And these are so easy to work with. That's why I like to kind of start with these. I might be going into other colors as well, but we'll see. I don't think anyone's sick of this palette. I'm not. I mean, I'm sure there are people that are sick of it because there's people that are sick of everything, but I don't know. I feel like you can do like 1,000 looks with this palette, so I'm not sick of it. So I'm going to use a 217 to do both of the things that I just discussed. And I'm sorry, I know the traffic is so loud outside my apartment. That's got to be like the one downside to this apartment. We live right next to a really busy road, so that's not ideal. But I'm really excited to get like a ring light or something, because then I feel like if I can film at night, I'm going to run into a lot less issues and a lot less noise. Plus I'm kind of in a race against the sun, which I feel like I have been for the last year when it comes to filming. I think in about 45 minutes it's going to be shining directly on me from outside. What I like about doing this is that it kind of takes the stickiness down from Painterly. Makes it a lot easier to blend. And if you're curious as to why people use bases when they're just going to put like their skin colored eyeshadow on top, is because if you could see before, I have a ton of veins, and just putting like this light eyeshadow color would not cover them at all, and it would look like a big patchy mess. There's a vein I can't cover no matter what I do right over here, and it always makes things look bad, but whatever. And then the other reason is that eyeshadow needs something to stick to. And I know a lot of people who are watching beauty videos have been watching beauty videos for years, so they know that, but some people, like, they're 12-year-olds just getting onto YouTube, you know, so I don't know, I want to make it as easy for everyone to understand as possible. Not that only 12-year-olds don't know how to do makeup. There are people of all ages that are just learning about makeup now. I think that's really cool. So now I'm just going in with Golden Ochre, like I said I would. Yeah, my 12-year-old sister is actually so talented with makeup. I'm always impressed by what she has on. Reminds me a lot of me. I used to spend hours and hours in the bathroom doing my makeup, not letting anyone else in. Although people didn't usually want to come in because I've been kind of an insomniac my entire life. And I'm not really using that term lightly, like I genuinely don't really sleep very much. I haven't used all these like beautiful reds and pinks in this palette yet, and I think I'm going to go for that today. Just to map out where I want this kind of fancy crease to be, I'm going to go in with Antique Bronze. I always keep a tissue on my lap when I'm doing my makeup because first of all, my eyes are crazy watery, so I need to constantly dab at them. Second of all, if you get a little too much on a brush, it's easy to just go really, really lightly, and it'll take off a lot of the product on the brush, which is very handy. So I think I want to look directly ahead, and I want to map it out kind of like from the edge of my crease. I want to go for a shape like that, kind of. And I'm not going for a super graphic look, so I'm just going to blend it very gently into that inner corner, as you can see there. Actually feel like I did a pretty good job getting them even. And then I'm assuming I'm gonna have some on my eyelid. Yep. I find it best to do my makeup with my eyes open as I walk around, like the way they are when I walk around. I don't like to do my makeup like, because you have no real idea how it's gonna look when your eyes are open. So for me, it's easiest to do them looking straight into the mirror like this, and seeing where it goes. So I'm just gonna reinforce that shade a bit, and then I think I'm gonna add some pink. So now that I've reinforced that shade, I'm just going to take that 217. Oh, by the way, I was using, I don't know, it's a MAC pencil brush, but the number's worn off. Sorry, it's this one. That's what I was using for the crease, but I'm going to use that same 217 I used earlier and just gently blend the top of this line. I'm going to try not to touch this bottom line at all. I'm not going for a sharp, sharp lower line, by the way. I'm not going to reinforce this with an angled brush. You could if you wanted to do kind of a cut crease look, but I just want this to be very swoopy and soft while still being kind of graphic, if you know what I mean. I'm actually going to get a little bit of antique bronze on my brush and use that to blend. Okay, now that I've got that up nice and high, I'm going to take a clean 217 and I'm just going to really blend that out. And one thing I've definitely learned about makeup over the years is that when you only have one element of the makeup on, it looks really intense. So I'm going to try not to overblend because I do want this to be intense. So I think before I add any pinks, I'm going to try to do the upper lash line part of this look. And I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber from the palette, which is like this really, really dark, really dark chocolatey brown. And I'm going to line the outer edge up for now. And I want to do angle out like that. That kind of matches up with the crease angle. And I am going to blend this color all the way in here. I think I'm going to do a thin line on my lower lash with antique bronze. Okay, so I want to add a little more fun to this, and I think I'm going to do that by adding a little bit of pink. The sun is creeping up on me, but I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm right down. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Love Letter, and I'm going to apply that, where do I want to put it? Just on the lower lash line for now, I think. So I'm going to use the pencil brush. I haven't used this shade, like this particular one in the palette, so I want to do something that won't mess up the whole thing for now. I'm blending that into the wing just a little bit because I think that looks cool. I mean, I guess that's redundant. I'm doing this entire thing because I think it looks cool. I do want to attempt to add a little bit of Love Letter to that crease, so I'm going for it. Just makeup, right? Just going in with Tempera to see if I can clean up this line a little bit. I'm going to use this little shading brush from Arbonne, and I'm going to grab Vermeer. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner, but I think I'm just going to put that on the lower inner corner. And to make this more Christmassy, I'm going to add some sparkles. This is Makeup Forever Diamond Powder, and I have no idea what shade this is. It's like a pure white glitter. And I'm going to use that same little brush and just pick up a little bit of glitter, and I'm going to add that right in here. You guys can barely see that, but trust me, it's pretty. And I'm not using any glitter glue or anything like that, any glitter base, because I just want it to be really, really nice and subtle and just kind of like, whoops, I have some sparkles on my eyes, I don't know. I'm going to move on to my face now. So I'm using NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat in Ivory, and I'm going to be really careful around my eye area so that I don't mess up all the work I just did. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to do this. I love how big the beauty blender is when it's damp. So cute! And I just did my hair the other day, so I have kind of like still gray toner on my forehead. I really like this foundation. It's very, very, very dewy. I don't really see how it's a matte foundation, but whatever. Yeah, you can see that foundation's kind of a really natural, dewy finish. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like, I would say medium coverage. Light to medium. Now I'm going to conceal, and I'm going to use, oh my god, this is so funny. My mom was playing in my makeup a couple weeks ago, or I don't know, maybe last week, and she thought that my Becca Moonstone liquid highlighter was a concealer, and she put it on like a place that she wanted concealed redness, and she was like, the concealer doesn't work very well. And I was like, yeah, that's good because it's a highlighter. Oh my god, she's so cute. Actually, before I conceal, I'm gonna throw a little bit of this on my cheeks. And since it's a Christmas look, we're gonna go all the way down the cheeks. So yeah, this is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone from Becca. And I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend that in. Oh, dang. Wow. I haven't used it before, so that is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my god, oh my god. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm just gonna use what's left on my beauty blender down my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Now I'm gonna use and this is like a very full-on tutorial. Like, I'm doing this on purpose to make it really fun, really extra, because For Christmas, I feel like you want to be extra. So I'm going to be using multiple different concealers. 2 concealers only, actually. Yeah. But like, I'm going to be highlighting again. You don't have to highlight twice. Like, that's not a real thing you have to do. I'm going to be powdering over top of this. It's going to be kind of like a glow as opposed to like how intense it is right now. But I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. And this is in Fair Neutral. I think this is the second lightest shade or the lightest shade. And I'm going to conceal right here where I have a lot of redness, all these acne scars. I love this concealer for concealing redness, but it does not deal with getting wet well at all. Okay, my apologies if I'm now in a different position, kind of. My space on my camera was full, so I had to transfer the first part of the video. And yeah, I did my brows off camera because I just did a full, like, really, really detailed brow video. So all I have left to do really is just touch them up a little bit and clean them up with my highbrow. Since my hair is so much lighter now, I'm doing my eyebrows quite a bit lighter. They're still darker than my hair because I like that look, but they're not like dark, dark brunette. And all I do, if you watch my brow video, the only difference is that instead of my really, really dark color around the outer edge, I use the lighter color that I used in that video, which is taupe. And then to fill in my eyebrows, I use blonde. These are the NYX Micro Brow Pencils. I don't know why I said NYX there. I always say NYX, whatever. Yeah, and then I still use the exact same blonde brow mascara. I just comb my brows more down, especially here where I don't have any brow hairs at the bottom, to try to make it look more real. And I add a lot more of the brow mascara to kind of turn my brow hairs blonde, because my brow hairs are actually really dark. I'm using, I think this is Maybelline Dream Lumi. Yeah, it must be Maybelline. Dream Lumi Concealer in Ivory. And I'm just going to draw that like that. Now before anything starts to crease too much, I'm going to powder using Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder. This is in light. And my usual brush that I use is still wet from being cleaned last night, unfortunately, so I'm just going to use the Arbonne powder brush. This is also a great brush, you know, you just have like your favorite and that's the one you want to use. And like it says on the package, this is an illuminating powder. So it's not going to make the highlighting that I did earlier disappear. It's just making it into more of like a glow from within, like I said. So before I forget, I'm just going to go back into my eyebrows and clean them up using Highbrow from Benefit. This is the like pinkish one, not the glowy one. Just says Creamy Brow Highlighting Pencil. That's brows done. Now let's finish off the face. I'm going to go in with MAC Taupe, and I'm going to lightly contour my forehead and cheekbones. And I'm going to use that same powder brush from Arbonne. I don't know what other people do, but I really prefer to powder before I contour, because then I find if I get a little bit too much of my contour shade on my face, I can easily just blend it away since it's on top of the powder. Now I'm going to use my Arbonne cheek brush and my powder Becca Moonstone. Just doing the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to use that shading brush and throw just a little bit of that where we highlighted before. Alright, sun's about 1 foot away from me. Let's see if I can finish in time. I'm just going to grab a blending brush because this got kind of shortened. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm going to look really super down into my mirror so that I don't get any mascara on that crease that I made. Alright, now I'm going to throw on some falsies. These are Quo, but I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know what number they are. I'm pretty sure they're one of the Glamour pairs. If you know Quo, you know they have like Glamour, Natural, and Flirty for categories. But they're these really spiky, intense ones. And they have been worn a couple times, so they're not perfect anymore, but they're still awesome. I like to make these lashes go out as opposed to up because they're so dramatic. I just kind of lift the inner corner and I push down. And the final touch is some lipstick. And I'm going to be using ABH Strict Liquid Lipstick. This is just a really nice nude. It is one of my favorites. I wear it all the time, especially when I go out because it just stays on so well. I love their formula of liquid lipstick. So that's it. That's the finished look. It's definitely very full on. This is more for like makeup lovers. I am planning on doing a Christmas look for people who like to wear less makeup. But I'm really into this. I think it's pretty cool. I like it with the kind of fresh skin. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something or this inspired you to create your own super dramatic look. I love this. I love all the colors. I love the Modern Renaissance palette. So let me know what you think and let me know what you'd like to see, what kind of Christmas looks you'd like to see, or a New Year's Eve look maybe, and I will do that. So please hit the like button if you did like this and subscribe if you want to see the rest of my videos. It is free. Thanks guys. Bye.